Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your daily dose of a world gone insane. Today is Friday, June 9th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad to have you guys here. Talk about insanity. You know what? This is a picture right here of something that's been happening around the world lately. There's these balls. They're like a big beach ball, bigger than actually the beach ball. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's hard to put a size range on, maybe because an awful lot of the photos and things have been taken of these objects have been like at a distance, and it's hard to decide just exactly how big it is, but they look about maybe 6 feet or 8 feet in diameter, and they're metallic in appearance. And I was watching this show about this one on his History Channel, and unbelievable. Your eyes can't keep up. Your eyes can't see it. You know, I'll tell you guys straight. Your eyes work on a certain amount of frames. And if something is, just like a movie camera, works in a certain frames per second, what's called FPS, frames per second. If something moves too fast, you don't see it. It's not even a blur. You don't see it. And this thing, the camera caught this, and they only caught it in like 1 or 2 frames. It was moving so fast, but the camera caught it. What we're talking about is probably speeds in excess of 7. But here's the really interesting thing about this: they don't make any sound, and they don't break the sound barrier. They don't make a thundering, like a jet. If a jet's going that fast, say Mach 7. You're going to get a big clap like a lightning bolt, bang, as it breaks the sound barrier. These things don't even break sound barrier. Been seeing all around the world lately. And it kind of harkens back to what happened with the Chinese balloon incident. I think that's when they started to see these things all around the world, just after the Chinese balloon incident. And it's been going underreported, but you can look this one up on the History Channel, flying silver metal orb or whatever, moving at shocking speeds. And it's very interesting. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, to change the subject here, is, I wanted to mention this. The top story today. The top story in all the news today. Trump has been indicted. Donald Trump has been indicted. Now, the thing is, some of the people out there right now are overjoyed. Some of the people out there are very sad. And some of the people out there are indifferent. Let me know in the comment section maybe how you guys are feeling about it, Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling overjoyed? Or are you just like, just, I'm kind of interested, Anyway, moving on. DeSantis' campaign evidently has been using AI-generated images of Trump hugging and kissing on Fauci. These 2 on the bottom here that are listed as fake. It's going to be a hard world we're entering into, because you're not going to know what's real or what's not real. Now that AI can do this kind of stuff, it can generate not just images. It can generate what you would perceive to be as a real person speaking, maybe a famous person or something. But it's not really them. It's computer-generated deep fake kind of stuff. And, it's still where if you study the film footage closely, you can still spot it. But, AI is progressing very quickly, and soon you will not be able to tell the difference between that and real life. That's what's coming down the pike. Okay, looking at other stories here. What else are we following today? I was thinking about the war in Ukraine. The Ukraine's started their offensive. Not offensive, but their counteroffensive. They've started it. And from what I heard, they came rushing in. And tanks and armored vehicles and everything else. They came rushing in. But you know what? The Russians are very much dug in, entrenched in their positions. And what that basically means is exactly what it says. Entrenched means that they've basically dug into the ground. So it's tough going for Ukraine right now at this point in their counteroffensive. This war has been dragging out for a long time. Anyway, now we're going to take a look at the silver price today here, and it's $24.28. It's up 5 cents on the day so far. What we're seeing is the silver price has been moving up the last couple of days, but if you guys have invested in silver, the silver price right now is probably as low as it's ever been. I'm crying out loud. I went to the hardware store, and I mean, buying hardware and things of, it's unreal. Rope. I'm buying some rope, It used to be $2.99 for a 75-foot of poly rope, a 75-foot long poly rope. Used to be about $2.99. That's what it used to be just a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was like $2.99 for 75 foot. Just, your cheap rope. It's not real expensive rope. A 75-foot coil. So they had it on sale, a price buster sale. Amazingly good sale. The regular price on it was $19.99. Used to be $2.99. That was $19.99. That's nearly up 10 times. That was the regular price. But I got it for $6.99. And I considered myself fortunate to get it for double the price over double the price it used to be. Now, silver back then was higher. Back when the rope was $2.99, silver was higher than it is now. It was up like $30 an ounce back then. Well, what we're seeing here is everything else has went up in price amazingly. Food, everything. Insurance, everything you pay for in your life has went up amazingly, but silver hasn't yet. So, everybody thinks they're going to get rich on silver, or you might not get rich, but eventually it will find its fair market value, or what it should be, to keep up with the price of inflation. Because it's not much over mining production cost right now, and you got to take a look at the fundamentals behind silver. Silver's got the best fundamentals of anything that you can buy out there for an investment. Silver, well, I shouldn't say that exactly, because there are dollar-denominated asset classes that you can invest in that have a little bit better, but you're taking an awful risk with the dollar, because the dollar is going to go down in flames at a certain point, and it's going to go down fast. The next thing that the BRICS nations right now are holding in reserve, a bomb that they're holding in reserve, it's going to be a financial bomb. And they haven't been putting all that gold away for nothing. That gold and silver that they've been putting away, especially gold. China and Russia and everything. They're preparing for something. And I think there's going to be a day coming when China's $800 billion in U.S. bonds, they're probably going to dump them all at once in one big go. And when they dump, the others will probably try to get ahead of them. Because that's the way, when one big entity that's holding something dumps, everybody else dumps at the same time. Because they don't want to get caught with their pants down. And they all want to get the highest price they can. But while the price is going downwards, nobody wants to buy. And what we're talking about is the debt market. The yields could explode if that were to happen. I think this is the next weapon in their arsenal. The BRICS is to try to absolutely destroy the dollar. But they're holding off yet. They're still accumulating gold and silver. They're still wanting to keep their economies to a certain... The economy in Russia especially has been separated now with sanctions. But China's trying to keep things going a little bit longer. But make no mistake about it, the BRICS are on one side of the world and they've got their own plans. And over here, NATO countries are on the other side of the world and they got their own plans. And that's what this war is all about, guys. Anyway, moving on, taking a look at cryptocurrencies today. We're seeing a Bitcoin price of 26,658, and Ethereum is at 1849. Now the Dow Jones today, it's up 63 points at 33,896. Taking a look at crude oil, it's at $70.98. It's down 33 cents on the day. Bonds and rates. We got rising yields today. U.S. 10-year is at 3.76. It's up 5.4 basis points. And the U.S. 30-year is at 3.9. It's up 3.4 basis points today. Taking a look at the U.S. dollar index is 103.45. I could say all's quiet on the Western Front, because today things are like, there's not a whole lot of breaking news today, but this little respite won't last for much longer. I mean, probably Monday or early in the week, we're probably going to have a whole bunch more news stories for you guys of stuff happening in the world, because we're in a quickening right now, and we're on a slippery slope to hell. Thank you guys for watching my show. I really appreciate my audience out there. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode, and have a great day. Bye-bye.